by and large, investments are somewhat of a commoditized business, right? You look at the public market securities, and most firms manage a portfolio of stocks, bonds, and cash. Whether that's made up of individual stocks and bonds or it's pooled securities like ETFs and mutual funds, right? A 60-40 portfolio is a 60-40 portfolio. There may be short periods of times you're going to outperform your relative benchmark for 2 to 3%, by 2 to 3%. But over the long term, that's mean reverting. And there will be times that you're underperforming. So really the value you're able to provide on that portfolio is marginal. Really where you're going to add that exponential value in investments is through private market securities, through alternative investments like private equity, private real estate, private credit, hedge, or what we classify as other, right? So cryptocurrency would be an example of other, or infrastructure assets would be another example of other, real assets that can combat rising inflation. Headline, right? Spoiler alert: we're experiencing 40-year high inflation right now, which most of America has never experienced. If you think about it, right? They've never invested in a time with inflation this high, let alone worked in a period this high. And so how can we approach a portfolio while combating this, right? Taking this into consideration. So that's where I think we also can add a lot of exponential value, is on that alternative investment piece, right? And it's not just about, hey, we need exposure to alts. We need to do it in a deliberate manner. So many firms spend so much time building these public market portfolios where they're going to add minimal value, and then say, oh, I'm going to throw in an alt. But there's not that same concerted, deliberate effort in building that alternative investment portfolio that complements their public, but it also helps them achieve their target. And that's really where we're different here at Centura, because we believe that high net worth investors, ultra high net worth investors, can absorb that illiquidity and take that risk in order to achieve that alpha, as well as achieve superior risk-adjusted returns. So in other words, they're able to achieve higher or similar returns for either the same level or lower levels of risk through this exposure, right? And a lot of RIAs don't have the resources or skill set or experience to, one, build a platform of alternative investments, two, to do the due diligence. At the end of the day, equity is equity, whether it's public or private. Though with public equity, you have access to so much information, which is why it's so hard to outperform and beat the S&P 500 picking stocks, because the information is readily available. You don't really have an information advantage. But if you look at the private markets, you look at companies that are generating over 100 million in revenue a year, 86% of those are private. Only 14% are public. So there's so much advantage or opportunity to capitalize on those inefficiencies and really exploit value and deliver that to shareholders, right, or clients. And a lot of firms lack that expertise and experience to identify and diligence those opportunities and deliver them to their clients. But here at Centura, we have that, which is such a great opportunity that we can deliver the same type of alternative investments that a client can get at Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan, right? We have access to those too. Those same investments that they offer to their clients, we have access to as well. But we also have the access to the boutique asset manager that maybe is on their second or third fund that the Goldman Sachs of the world won't even look at, because the fund size is smaller than the checks they have to write to impact the fund. Where we can really get exponential value. We can forge strategic long-term relationships with these sponsors. To want to be early movers, so we get access to next fundraisers. We get access to co-investment opportunities that only they're going to give to their best clients and their best investors. And so we have the ability to negotiate these economics and deliver that to our clients. They're the benefactors here, right? Because we ultimately want to win-win-win, where our clients win, the sponsors that we work with win, and then they're winning, and ultimately we're winning.